Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've been here before, then welcome back. If you're new, then hey, I'm glad that you finally found me. Um, my name's John Clayton. John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. Wow, January 7th today, crazy. I mean, January 8th today. Emotional and spiritual crisis. We talk a lot in the rooms and in our literature about the insanity of our addiction, and while it is quite clear that our thinking is deeply distorted by our disease, this is distinct from other forms of what professionals call mental illness. Our booklet, In Times of Illness, can be a very helpful resource for those of us struggling with mental illness in recovery. Mental illness is real and can be very serious. It is vital that we understand that while the illness itself is an outside issue that needs treatment, our struggles with our mental illnesses and the way they impact our recovery are very much inside issues. We need to make this distinction to ensure that we don't fail to seek additional help, either because of stigma in the rooms of confusion about the relationship between mental illness and recovery. But it is also essential that we understand that we can feel pretty depressed, anxious, or out of control without having mental illness. Sometimes what we experience is a consequence of a physical condition. When we're detoxing, for example, things can get pretty intense. Most of us in early recovery find that we lack a volume knob, or our emotions, our moods swings widely, our lives seem very dramatic and can be startlingly impulsive. Oh, impulsive. Sorry about that. Where was I? As long as we are not in danger to ourselves or others, many of us find that we can wait this out. Things settle down as we get used to our new lives and as our bodies get used to being clean. Sometimes we look insane, but we just need more time. Emotional detox can take a lot longer than physical detox, and there are days when it's really hard. The times we sit in meetings many may be the only time our racing thoughts slow down at all. Having people around us who have been through what we are going through and come out and come out the other side and very reassuring. We may not be convinced this will pass, but our sponsor's confidence can give us hope. Other physical changes put us through emotional challenges as well. Some physical illnesses or head injuries have emotional or cognitive components, and those of us who struggle with their physical diseases may may find our, may find our thinking is sometimes profoundly impacted by them. When we or our loved ones notice a sudden change in our behavior, it is worth considering whether there may be physical forces at work. But there is not always a physical or organic cause behind our disturbance. We go through intense emotional changes in recovery, and they can be lightning too. or too often too often we mistake spiritual crisis for mental illness. Grief, depression, or panic may come over us in a wave. Memories come up from the past and seem to swallow our present, and all of this can be part of the process we go through on our way to freedom. What we really want is is a cure for our feelings. the pain of excuse me, the pain of spiritual growth can feel like depression. A dark night of the soul can be frightening and lonely, but what is happening on the inside is often the process that will bring us into the light. Sometimes there's just bad weather in our heads and we simply need to wait it out. Hanging on, suiting up, showing up, and sharing openly with our sponsor and other members we trust are sometimes all we can do while it passes. We talk about the process and are told to trust in it, but we don't always know what the process is. We may be very confused by where it seems to be taking us. If we focus on putting our faith into action, we can come through difficulty with new understanding and and awareness. This kind of crisis can be frightening in its intensity, and sometimes it seems we can only distinguish it from another kind of struggle in retrospect. Intense as it is temporary and relieved by breakthrough or by an obstacle willingness to hang on until the crisis passes. We undergo a vital spiritual experience and are changed, says the basic text. We can be restored to sanity and live happy and productive lives, but it may not be safe or sensible to wait to find out what kind of crisis we're having before we seek help. We may need new tools to continue to build our house. It doesn't mean we are abandoning the work we have done or betraying our commitment if we sometimes go looking for them elsewhere. Some of our more experienced members have shared that moments of deepest insanity occur when our inside don't match our outside. When we are doing things that go against our beliefs, when we are in one way or another living a lie, or when we are in denial or what's really happening around us, we disconnect between what we want, what we believe, and what we are doing is enough to make and to make anyone feel insane and can be a powerful force for relapse. Coming back to living in integrity begins with sharing honestly with one person. It may be a long road back, but the alternative can be so painful that we may not survive it clean. When we tell our sponsor or trusted friend what's really going on, we can begin to feel a little hope again. Wow, yeah, that was a good reading too. That's kind of something that I'm kind of dealing with right now. Is that I've been doing some research because since I've been clean and sober, I've been I haven't been able to sleep properly. I haven't had a decent sleep in almost 4 years. I'm usually awake every hour and a half, and sometimes I try to keep busy and stuff, so which helps me to stay clean every day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have a desire to use, thank God, knock on wood, but at the same time, you know, there's parts of my body where it doesn't seem to heal properly. I sleepwalk, or it's not like when I get tired. It's not like I get tired. I just collapse. Or if I fall asleep on the computer or something, and if it's in a way where my nerve gets pinched, then usually for a minimum of 3 months, maximum 6 months, and I can't use that arm or hand for the entire time. Like not even being able to pick up a cup of coffee or put on a shirt or a sweater. It blows. But anyways, so I've been doing this research, and it turns out that I guess what's happening is that my body or my nervous system is still it's kind of stuck in that flight or fight mode. So even though I've been safe for the last few years, but it's like my body is constantly on alert anyway, so it doesn't give me a chance to relax or heal properly because it's trying to prevent me from being it's trying to keep me safe, but at the same time I am safe. I just got to teach my body somehow, or get my body to trust the fact that you know everything is okay now. It's okay to allow myself to relax and to wind down without any ulterior motives being sought out, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I kind of know what I'm trying to say, but anywho, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you. And in case if any of you weren't sure, that was out of the Living Clean book that we're currently reading, and that was also on page 110 for any of you who may be trying to follow along, if you are at all. So again, thank you. We will see you again real soon. Okay, bye for now.